here on the Twitters, though.
You know that okay, since we're getting into that already, you know that crazy bitch that keeps tweeting at you made a post about how the Kiwi Farms is like a pro mass murder website, and used the video being hosted on the site as evidence of that, and was like trying to tie it into Comicsgate in the most like deliberately awkward way possible.
Wait a minute, are
So
you talking about the hippo with the blue wig?
I don't know what she looks like, but you know who I'm talking about because she's a
Yeah,
crazy person.
the hippo with the blue wig. That's who.
But I made a
Yeah.
tweet, and I'm gonna read my tweet because I'm really proud of how asinine and retarded it is. I said, to everyone out there, comics, Western comics specifically, inspired me to be who I am. It was while reading comics written by you know who and other artists like them that I was inspired to do what I do. Comics are very important to me, as is the nation of Israel. So I'm waiting for this. So I'm waiting for this lady to see that and tweet it out. Like, look, there it is. There's the proof. And just so you know, I have literally never once in my life read a comic. I have never once opened the pages of a physical comic book and peered at the images inside. But I'm gonna roll with it because it's funny.
Yeah, yeah. That sad hag is she's got a real problem. Her image, her self-image, I think, is entirely reliant on these comic book white knights fighting the good fight on her behalf, hoping for just a little bit of that sweet, sweet cosplay side boob or something, right? Like they just really want that, and I think she thrives on that. But the problem is that Comicsgate, uh, I don't know if it's when I say predictably, I don't mean that derogatorily. I mean it very, very intentionally, and I think that the guys in Comicsgate would agree that they meant it very intentionally too. I had a debate on my channel with 4 people in Comicsgate, and it ended up being quote unquote the end of Comicsgate, right? Like it was the end of it. And then there's this weird thing with like post Comicsgate or Comicsgate Phase 2, where they basically everything started to quiet down. That was like this downhill thing from the quiet Comicsgate part, and they have basically set up their little niche market hobby shop of people. They still market their products to people. They hope to attract more and more, but like the giant commotion rift between the mainstream comics community and Comicsgate is really only propagated by dying attention whores and a few wildly untalented comics creators who will occasionally bring it up. But other than that, like it's almost like a ceasefire because there's no reason to keep fighting. They've made their point. They've set up their own niche. They're being left alone largely by the industry, as far as anyone can tell, or at least from my perspective. I could be wrong on this, but it looks like they're being left alone. And now this thing is looking for the attention that it was getting, but it suddenly, like Joe Quesadilla or whatever, the CEO of Marvel isn't retweeting it every day, you know,
Mm.
and because there's no reason for him to do that. And so
Yeah, he
now it's
probably hired somebody who was very expensive, who was like a professional, like corporate PR manager. And like on day one, he gets in there, like, just stop retweeting this woman. Stop it. You're
right.
hurting yourself.
Yeah, I think they're starving the anti Comicsgate community because they latch on, man. When something comes up, I don't see it too much because, like I said, even though I follow a lot of the Comicsgate people, I don't really see much happening. And these when something happens or like they'll tag me or something, it's just this flurry of white knighterly around it, and the amount of likes and stuff that those little adjacent people are getting, they're diminishing by the day. And I know that that's their food, and it makes me laugh so hard that they're starving.
Yeah. Well, it happened with Gamergate where all these people who literally did not exist, like they did not physically manifest until Gamergate started, and then they crawled out of of a different dimension as like slime monsters and started posting on the internet. Uh, those people are now all horribly irrelevant too.
Right. They
Yeah,
just they
it-
can't when your entire life is based on feigned outrage about a movement, you gotta they try and make themselves relevant in the next movement, and you can't always be the foil to a consumer movement because you're not going to be relevant to them. Like
the only
she's
person who managed to stay relevant is Brianna Wu.
yeah.
And Brianna Wu has managed to humiliate themselves in new and interesting ways, pretty much month by month.
Thank you
Um,
for using proper pronouns on this channel. I appreciate that very much.
Oh, no, here's what I do, and I get called out on this, and it bothers me. Like, I use they, them for anybody who is what I consider a gender blob. And it's like, it's the easiest way because it offends everybody the least. Like, people still get pissed off either way. Like, I'm not a they, them, I'm a she, her, or people who don't support that kind of language like just it's a he, just say it's a he. And it's like, I'm going to go down the line, I'm going to make everybody not happy, but I'm not going to piss off anybody. That's my route, and it works in general. It makes it so that my message has the widest possible audience.
Oh, the orange cow says, Nick, please awoo at Null when he comes on.
Oh, god
He
damn it.
he loves it so much. What's
I,
awoo? Like, I don't. Is that a
there
furry
are
thing?
these there are these autistic dog posters on poll who've thoroughly ruined the President Trump threads with their dog posting, and I hate it. I hate the dog. I hate the dog woman. She's not cute. She's not pretty, and all of them, all the dog posters ruined that thread, and they